Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we will talk about positive reinforcement.
Hi, my name's Emily and I'm a veterinary nurse and also one of the instructors here at Positive Elements. Now today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about positive reinforcement and also using a marker word and how they complement each other so perfectly when used together. So today we do have my girl Maisie that is joining us and we've also got my boy Murphy that is just out of the screen as well. Okay, so positive reinforcement is when something positive happens when our dog does a desired behaviour. Now for this to work, we have to find something really positive as a reward for our dogs to respond to. So for example, for dogs like these two that are really food obsessed, we can use treats, and treats work so perfectly. Otherwise, if you've got a dog that's more toy obsessed, you can use their favourite ball or a different toy. Or if you're on the go and you don't have anything available, you can even use just really high praise, really positive scratches, cuddles, anything that your dog might want. Okay, so the reason that why you use positive reinforcement is it's a really essential and powerful tool in training. So what we're doing is we are getting a dog to understand that when they do a particular behaviour, they get something positive, which in turn will mean that they'll want to do this behaviour again and again and again. Now these behaviours can be anything from getting them to do all of the tricks like sit, down, stay, anything like that, or it can be other behaviours like getting them to stay on their mat when, say, someone comes over, or getting the dog not to jump up at a guest when they walk through the door, or even getting them to stay walking really nicely and walking loosely on a lead as well. Now, for successful training, the timing is crucial. So what this means is when your dog does the desired behaviour, we need to give them this reward at that moment that they're doing this desired behaviour. Now, that can't always be possible. For example, if they're doing the perfect behaviour and they, for example, do a sit in front of you, we might not have a treat ready on hand to hand to them in that exact moment. Now, this is where a marker word becomes such a big positive thing to use. So a marker word is a sound, any sound that is letting your dog know they've done the right thing in this exact moment of time. I'm capturing this behaviour and I'm going to give you a reward maybe in a few seconds. It allows us to have a little bit of that time buffer before we give that reward. So a marker word can be anything from a clicker training, so that little clicker you see quite often people use at the park, that is using a marker word, or most commonly as I like to use, is just the word yes. So to my dogs, the word yes means something really good is coming. You might not have seen that off screen, but my dog's head pops straight up as soon as I say it because they know that a treat is to follow. So the way that we train this marker word is we need to say the word, whichever thing we have picked, whichever sound, I'm going to say yes. And we need to treat our dog as we say this word. So for example, this can just start. Let's get Murphy in our camera. Come here, puppy. Okay. So this can start just from, it's going to be hard with two dogs, just saying yes, and they get a treat. Yes, and they get a treat. Yes. Once we have repeated that behaviour enough, the dog will soon learn yes means a treat is coming. Once they have got that, then that's when we can start adding our cues and then using it as our marker word. We've been learning touch lately, so what I'm going to do is teach them touch, and as soon as I get that contact from their nose to my hand, I'm going to say yes, which is their marker word, and I'm going to give them the treat, letting them know that that exact behaviour of them touching my hand is what they're getting rewarded for. So, for example, touch, yes. Touch, yes. 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 So the moment that I got that desired behaviour of that nose touching my hand is when I say that marker word. Now that's going to give me a few seconds. So in future, once they learn that that's what it means, we can take a little bit more time. Now, the reason that positive training is so important and positive reinforcement is because it creates that bond with your dog. We don't want to be doing any negative training methods that are going to ruin and destroy that bond between our pets. We want them to want to do all of these desirable behaviours because it is pleasing us and because they get something positive and something fun out of it. We don't want them ever to have to do something because they're scared of something negative happening. So in all of our classes here at Positive Elements, we really want to focus on the positives and focus on building that bond with our animals and having that really great relationship. Okay?
Positive reinforcement can be used to train any type of behavior that you want. It is also applicable to any species.
Yes.
This is me teaching Monty to do target training with positive reinforcement technique. We all look up to someone who is kind and supportive. Embracing positive reinforcement will make you a better leader for your pet. Once again, we hope this video is helpful. See you next time.